day job, running fast from the way it was. Jump quick to a paycheck, running back to the strip club. I'm never going back, never going back.
You guys, good morning. I decided to do a video of this. I know you guys seen the press conference and everything going around that Carmelo is released on a $250,000 bond. And this is doing such a divide because this is what MAGA has intents to make a race thing. And I'm going to get into how it's a race thing and how there are problems with Texas schools that I feel like they need to fix regardless of anything when it comes to children. And we're going to get into bullying. He was released on $250,000 bond, and he is on house arrest, ankle monitor and everything. He can only have his lawyer and visitors come to the home. Basically, they're doing investigation. So it seems like with the results of everything that this is what's going on. And then I see someone post on Facebook that a black man shouldn't unalive someone. We're going to get into the bullying and what the real problem is with these Texas schools that I've noticed since I've been here. And also the problem with race, because it is about race. I don't care what nobody say. It is about race. They can tell you what it don't look like. They want to tell you the facts, but every time someone have a fact about the situation, it becomes a race thing, just like with OJ. This was the comment that someone left under his picture when it was shown that it was released. You can't say it's not about race. I'm tired of the narrative. This what was left under there. Oh, I've got comments too. We're going to get into that. I was on TikTok. They were having a debate about the law in Texas law. And now everybody want to give Kyle Rittenhouse a pass. It's getting bad, y'all. And now they're saying he was defending himself driving across state lines, right? But let's be clear. This young man was defending himself. Now, when it comes to schools and bullying, I've been hearing parents. This is this young lady. Her name is Serenity. She got unalived at school. Nobody mentioned nothing about this baby that was 14 years old. You know why they didn't care? Because it was a black-on-black crime. They didn't care. The only people that cared was the white and black parents of them kids that went to that school that watched this young lady, pass away, and the teachers did nothing. Teachers, you need to step up, administrators. I know you're not getting paid enough, but it's a lot going on with these Texas schools and schools, period, where children are either being unalived or they're being unalived with paraphernalia or other things. Parents, you got to be active. And I want to talk about bullying. Parents, please stop sending your children to school being bullies. Because every time I turn on, we're hearing not just from kids being groomed by these grown men and women. We're hearing that bullies are either getting unalived or bullies are making these children undo harm to themselves. Parents, you have to do better with this bullying. This young boy was only bullied because of what he had. And it wasn't because of, let me tell you something. Carmelo was on their level. They didn't like that. We're going to be honest. Straight A's, football player. Of course they're not going to like that. Of course. Let's keep it a buck. When we just talked about Serenity, it was a whole situation. Both parents on both sides went to the administrators, and guess what they did? Nothing. They just had a press conference at these schools. This is the third one in Texas. It's probably more. And the only time it's getting new coverage because a black boy defended himself to a white boy. And guess what? We still don't know what happened to Kendrick Johnson. So you can't sit here and say, oh, it's not about race. And Kendrick tried to defend himself against boys. Because let me tell you something. And one of them, dad, was an FBI agent. Kendrick ain't roll himself up in no mat and unalive himself. He didn't. So what are we saying? It's a bit, you want me to tell you the factors what this situation is with Carmelo? He's black. If it was the other way around, they would have an outrage. And guess what? They would be on, oh, well, he had to justify. They would justify Austin like they're doing now. Serenity. Ain't nobody had the outrage that a 14-year-old girl was unalived and the children watched and tried to help her. They didn't care. They said nothing. Kendrick, oh, well, hey, you know, he probably did roll up by himself. They didn't give a damn. It's sad. The whole factor. But the reason why it's so much outrage is because a white boy is deceased. That is just don't make sense to me. You raise your children to be this way and that way. And then you want to put God in it. You can't put God in it when you're hating a race. God loves all people. And if God, like I saw somebody put a post. They say if Jesus was here, y'all would deport him too. And it's true. Y'all don't follow Jesus on nothing. You're not a real Christian. You're not. You're faking for the cameras. You're faking because your daddy, your leader, set his butt here and said that he followed God, and he don't either. God does not promote hate. I don't understand where y'all getting this from. These are the comments that I received. You guys can pause and read. All because he have a car that his parents brought him. All because his family wanted him to live in a nice home. All because they took him to Disney World. All because they did. See, they thought black people. See, let me tell you what they think about us black people. They think that we are nothing. We don't have anything. So when we take these trips, we take our kids places, we let them experience things, they're upset and they're hurt by it. So you can't sit here and say it's not a race thing. It's a race thing. And then look what they just called them. Yeah. It's disgusting. You know, it's sad to see people now really hate another race because they're doing things maybe they can't do and really feel like it's a threat. I'm glad that Carmelo is home. Do I hate the situation? Absolutely. But when we look at the facts, we have to look at them. Okay? So stop being rude and ruthless. Right now, it's not just a hate and a threat towards black women. It's also towards black men and young men and children. And we saw this since last November. I do send my prayers to Carmelo. I send my prayers to Serenity parents who just lost their daughter last month through a tragic, and administrators didn't do anything. They had to go all the way to the school board to make something shake. I send my prayers to, and most of the kids were to Kendrick Johnson parents as well for no justice. I send my prayers to the children, white or black, that watch Serenity get unalived at school and traumatized. Nobody's thinking about the kids. And it's sad. Nobody's thinking about the kids. And I wasn't lying when I did these missing girls reports. Hispanic, black, they don't care about our children. And we need to start caring a lot more and keep letting them defend themselves. Whatever that may be against groomers or traffic, we're going to have to. We can't be MLK at this time. We got to be a Malcolm X at this point. By any means necessary. And I send my prayers to everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Parents, talk to your kids. Later.